Each foundation event, it gets easier and easier to stand up and joyfully inform all of you about the progress with fundraising, awareness, patient support, and research we have made with the foundation. But at each and every event, it gets harder and harder to do it without Jackie. I never imagined the rest of my life living as an only child. For 23 years, my best friend was always right there to turn to talk to laugh with, and to love. I'm sure many of you, too, never imagined your lives changing suddenly until something happened. Oftentimes, we don't realize the things we take for granted. Waking up, getting out of bed in the morning, driving to work, and eating a hearty meal is the type of daily routine that leukemia and cancer patients dream of having. Instead, they are woken up by medication schedules and are given shots in the arm and pills to swallow. Instead of driving to work, they are wheeled to MRIs, to CAT scans, and to x-rays. And instead of picking out a lunch or dinner that would taste good, they hope to enjoy just a few minutes of food before the chemo and radiation rejects it. It's difficult to put into words an experience that we haven't lived firsthand until it forces its way into our lives. The day cancer came into our life is a day that can never be forgotten. It is also a day that we were given a choice. The choice to abandon hope or to stand up and fight. Because of Jackie's determination, her lifestyle, and her personality, that choice was already made for us, even long before her diagnosis. We as family, friends, and supporters have never regretted it, and we have never looked back. With your loyal commitment to the cause and our bold stance against a relentless and unforgiving disease, not only have we continued Jackie's fight, but we have gone to all ends of the world, both figuratively and literally, carrying her story of love, courage, bravery, and determination. The Where in the World Do You Believe project was an idea that started as this year's Tinkerbell theme. And as it grew, we received more and more pictures, stories, and emails, the more confident we felt knowing that Jackie's story and her legacy continues to live on. I always believe everywhere I go, but this past February, I found myself believing in a very small, remote village in Africa. Off in the cloudy distance stood a snow-covered mountain that was 19,340 feet high. I thought to myself, if I can make it to the top, I will be close to heaven and to Jackie, and that's the closest I'll ever get the rest of my life. Like her fight with cancer, this challenge too posed its own threats and its own obstacles. As the days went on, the air became colder, the oxygen became depleted, and our spirits wavered. I began to wonder if I again would feel disheartened and defeated, like I did that September day in Roswell, after the biggest battle my family has ever fought. After 6 days of walking, 7 hours in the dark, and temperatures in the single digits, and feeling like my hands and feet were no longer attached to my body, we found ourselves at Stella Point, the rim of the crater of the tallest freestanding mountain in the world. A weight had just been lifted off my shoulders, and I felt a renewed sense of energy and accomplishment. It was still another hour's walk to the sign, as it was called, for pictures, hugs, and the official, "You've made it." However, if I had been thinking too much about that and not enough about my surroundings, I might have missed it. During that final walk to the northernmost point on the rim of the crater, it began to get light out, and our surroundings became more visible. On February 28th of 2011, 19 people were the first in the entire world to see the sunrise over the curvature of the earth, and I was one of them. Although the ending of this strenuous story is considerably different than the outcome of my family's challenge, I couldn't help but realize the significance was most likely a sign. A sign from someone with long blonde hair, a warm smile, a giving personality, and a halo. This campaign that we are all on to discover a cure is a journey. It's not an outcome. The families we meet that rely on us for support, the events that bring us all together, the relationships with the research teams, and the patients whose strength and will to live inspires us to continue our hard work at the foundation would very much be overlooked if our only focus was simply a cure. A life taken too soon from such tragic circumstances forces us to live day after day with a heavy heart and tears in our eyes. But as pictures and memories of Jackie bring a smile to our faces and the sunrise and warming glow of a new day brings warmth to our heart, we can find a way to continue the brave fight against cancer where Jackie left off. Thank you for your support.